Hi, guys. I thought you were going to do something.
I know. And then I thought you were going to do something.
Well, you guys know this is the Honey I'm Home podcast.
Welcome back.
Welcome back after a minute.
I'm Talon. I don't know.
I'm Talon. What? Are you nervous? That was so random. What were you thinking in your head? Did you already have dialogue in your head?
No, I had nothing. I had nothing. So I had to. I had nothing, so I had to come to the table with something because I had absolutely.
And you
nothing.
came with Talon.
Yeah, it's the easiest thing to do.
Well, I would like you guys to really enjoy this next clip. It's Emily making these drinkies.
Oh, yes, let's get into this. We'll drink this while you guys watch.
Cheers. What do you think? What's the vibe?
Fresh. Refreshing.
Cute summer poolside drink, I feel.
Like pear and grapefruit. Like you've never had anybody that's made you a drink with pear and grapefruit. Sorry. Just saying.
I've never. I've never. I don't even think I've had any. No. Not even like individually.
Yeah, no.
Like a grapefruit drink.
Well, I don't really like grapefruit, but
I hate
this,
grapefruit.
it's so refreshing.
Yeah.
Very summertime.
Yeah. Let's talk about why Emily always comes so fucking fitted.
I know.
Like,
right?
are you the host?
I know.
Or
are we?
right.
Sorry. And I'm like, oh, I'm just wearing, like, literally, what was it? Last time we shot, I had my shoes off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she comes, like, she's got her little, like, she's just the cutest.
fitted.
I know, fitted.
Shout out to Tori, because I feel like Tori be dressing her.
Yeah.
Tori
Shout out
be
to
dressing.
Tori and Emily. We love y'all. I feel like this is like backyard barbecue, like charcuterie board, with, like some nice, like, salad. Like, you know, like if you're eating like a
Come through.
little coochie board. You know what I'm saying? Little coochie board.
Uh-huh.
Nice salad, like light stuff, you know, like in the summer.
Barbecue's heavy.
I did say backyard barbecue.
I feel like we gotta save the backyard barbecue for like the dark drinks, the dark liquor. That's giving dark liquor.
Or tequila. Tequila's
or
always,
tequila.
you know,
Tequila can go
always,
anywhere.
Yeah, it can go anywhere. Okay. Anywho, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me this morning.
She said, I'm Talon. I'm not gonna lie, we've had a rough couple of shit. By the time y'all see this, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be a while, but we've had a rough February, March. Half
It's
of March.
April right now.
And then by the time it drops, it might be
It's fucking December. Damn.
yeah. Listen, one of the hardest parts about doing, I mean, anything, yes, but specifically a podcast is being consistent. And then once you start adding more people to the team, it's like it becomes even more of like, not a job or a duty, but it does become more, and it's sometimes even harder, you know, because sometimes people's schedules don't align. We don't have this, we don't have that. Like it becomes a lot, so you have to be more cautious and way more intentional with what you're trying to get out of what you're doing. You know,
Yeah, it is definitely. It's one of those things. Obviously, like we started it as something that was like fun to do. You know, we were like, oh, like fuck it, like we should start a podcast, whatever. But then it becomes a literal like second job kind of.
No, because we're sitting through the week still doing shit. Like it's not just coming in and we're getting
and having Emily make us a drink
talking our shit. Yeah. No, it's not just that. It's so much work. And then when little things happen in real life, it disturbs everything that we're doing with this. And then not only that, but you have other shit that you like to do. I have other shit that I like to do. So
and then when you add more people to the team, they have other stuff that they like to do.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, a few weeks ago when Emily and Tori, like, they went on vacation for 10 days and that was like during our shoot time, and we were like, oh shit. Like, so then we had to like push it back, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just like,
we kind of had to work around it. And it's a blessing to have and add people to the team because they can definitely elevate the experience and just everything, but it does become a little bit harder. So
it's like you're excited for the growth because I naturally feel like, you know, even though we are still a very small podcast, I feel like the people around us support us a lot, and they're really excited and happy that we're doing something together. We're doing something that's like in your lane that you love to do, and then it, you know, we can help them too in a sense. Like, you know, Emily's been wanting to do more of, you know, things fun like that, you know, like fun things with what she's good at. So this is like a cool avenue for her. But also still too, at the end of the day, because we are such a small podcast, like these people are doing things for us for free. Like, you know what I mean? We're not.
I mean, we're doing shit for free.
Yeah, I mean, we're all doing things for free. But like, you know, like even Morgan with her fucking work schedule. Yeah, you know what I mean? And her waking up early and
you know, most of the equipment,
everything. Like this podcast is what it is because Morgan. You know what I mean? Literally. So it's like, I don't know. I just that's
why we're super grateful. Like, I will never take away from how much gratitude I have because.
They don't have to do it.
Yeah, and it's a blessing just to have people believe in like the potential of the stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's super dope, and I love being able to also put people on. You know, like the guests that we have. Like, I love that we can have these guests and they can get shit off their chest and they can talk about what they want to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, that's important to me too, to have like a safe space for people to come, be themselves. It's home. You know what I mean? No judgment.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of like our mission statement, low key.
Yeah. No, I do love that. I love that. I love shoot days. I think I just need to get better at non-shoot days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all do. We could all always get better, but it's especially you, man.
Not especially.
Not especially, but you can definitely help a little.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as life updates, we just, a lot of shit has just happened back to back. We were sick for like a month. I was sick for like a month. She was sick for like 3 weeks. We had 2 birthdays. I had to go to a funeral. I went back home for a week. It was just a lot. Like a lot had happened.
It was heavy.
It was a very heavy,
heavy time.
I think I got tested the most, like, honestly, I got tested mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, I was very, very tested.
You were whooped.
My ass was whooped. I'm still trying to recover. Like, I still feel but I still feel fatigueness throughout my days. I don't like that feeling. But I think it's just, like, dragging out a little bit.
Yeah. Whatever virus was going around, I don't know who or what, but, like, that was really trying to take people out. I cried. I was so sick that I cried. Like, real tears. Like, laid in bed, like...
Yeah, when I saw that, I was, like, freaking out. And at that point, I was, like, kind of getting over, like, my symptoms. Because I was feeling that way, too, for, like, 3 days, 4 days. And then I was getting over my symptoms, and then she caught whatever the fuck I had.
And I even slept on the couch. I even, like, you know what I mean?
Like, we were caution.
Yeah. We were
caught.
What?
We were... Cut that out. We were...
Leave that in.
What is that called?
We were what? We were cautionness. We were cautionness.
We were pretty...
I'm sorry, what?
Aware?
Cautious?
I still couldn't think of the word until you said it.
We were very aware.
I was like, I think this is right.
We were cautious.
Aware is crazy. We were cautious.
You have been really fucking up your words lately. What was it that you said the other day?
I have so much, and I think this is a symptom. I have a lot of brain problems.
Wait, the other day she was reading something, and she was like, something, roofly 12 minutes away. I said, roofly? Roofly?
Roughly?
She said roofly.
That's like one of the most basic ass
Yeah, maybe that's
words.
Maybe that's a symptom.
I've been having a lot of brain fog lately, for sure.
A lot.
Yeah.
But it's been funny for me. I'm sure
you get a kick out of it. Yeah,
Roughly.
Yeah, I think it's
caution.
All right.
Yeah.
Cautious motherfucker. I feel like we were really cautious in, trying to make sure nothing happened to you. Sorry. She said I lost weight. Did you guys notice? We did lose a couple pounds, which wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
But during the time, it was hurting. We had all the symptoms, literally.
Yeah.
Everything that you could think of. Fevers, chills, nausea, everything. Like, I feel like...
Yeah, we were not well for a minute. But we're better now.
We're better. And I just feel like God has given me a second chance. So invite me outside, y'all.
Not God has given me a second chance. Did your life flash before your eyes?
Low-key, that's how bad it was. I'm telling, bro, like, I just feel like there were moments... First of all, I'm very triggered because I got really, really sick a couple years back, and that
had E. coli.
Okay,
I'm sorry, man.
All right, yeah, I got really sick, and that time like kind of flashed before my eyes.
But that's something to talk about because I feel like people you don't hear about that. You hear about it on the news, obviously, but like that's one of those things where you don't really people like E. coli, bro.
Yeah,
like you don't. Yeah. I've never met anybody that's what I mean, and that shit's real. Like you could die from that.
I know.
Yeah.
There's a documentary actually on Netflix about specifically E. coli and like diseases that our fruits and veggies that we get from the store carry. Mm-hmm. And there was a couple stories in the documentary. It's actually really good. Y'all should look it up. Sorry.
What's it called?
It's called I'm not sure. Just go to the food documentary. Or go to the documentaries and then look at all the food stuff, but you'll see. But there was two stories. There was two stories specifically, and one, her parents lost a baby, not a baby, I'm sorry, a kid. He was probably maybe 7, maybe he was a little boy. Hamburger from...
was this...
I was watching it, I might have told you the story about it, but he ate a basic ass hamburger from one of these fast food spots. I don't remember which one. And then there was another girl who ended up getting it, and I think she... lost her legs, she was paralyzed from the waist down.
I want to say it was Jack in the Box, maybe,
or something really random. But it's a known fast food spot.
Yeah,
that's still running to this day. And the girl, so she had obviously life altering situation, and she ate a salad from. Dang, it's in my head.
Wendy's?
No. It's in my head. They have sandwiches. Their sweet tea is really good.
Panera?
I think it might have been there. I think it might have been Panera. Yeah. She had a salad from there. And it was the lettuce that had it. So you guys... Yeah, it's crazy, the diseases. And it's kind of rare, but it happens, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking happened to me. And I think I had chicken from Yoshinoya and it fucked me up.
Oh.
The symptoms that I was going through this time was very triggering, and I was like, damn, I don't know if this might be it.
Yeah, now we're here on the other side trying to fucking figure it out now.
Trying to fucking pick up the pieces that we just left scattered.
Trying to pick up the damn pieces, yeah.
There was this one topic that I did want to touch on, and I feel like we talked about it with some friends. I think it was the last time we had a content, we shot some content and we were talking about it, but it's a very specific topic about so we're women.
Yeah.
But we've dated and have dated men.
Yeah.
And then we date each other, women. We're into both. I'll say that. I'm like, how do I set this up? Because I think I'm going to be with her forever, so.
She said, dated, dating, will date.
What word do I use?
So basically, what you're trying to say is, we are bisexual.
I mean, I could have said that.
And we have in the past dated other women and dated men. Yeah. So
we say all that to say.
With that being said.
Right.
So basically, what I feel like she's trying to say is we were having this conversation the other day with some friends about the double standards between dating women versus dating men. And when our friends brought it up, they were talking more so about the difference between lesbian community and culture and how they let certain things slide that if you were in a straight relationship, like certain shit just wouldn't fly. And yeah, so that became just like a whole debacle, a whole little conversation situation. But how do you feel about that? Do you feel, I mean, obviously, naturally, even when you, like, say you only date women, like, obviously dating each individual person is always going to be different from the last person because everybody is unique in their own way and amazing and perfect in their own way or awful in their own way. You know what I mean? Either or. But it definitely is a massive difference.
Is that what you think?
I think so.
Okay.
Because I feel like there's certain things that I would be okay with you doing that I wouldn't be okay, or that I know in the past I haven't been okay.
Okay,
with certain ex-boyfriends.
What do you feel like you've let me get away with that you wouldn't let?
You could get away with murder.
That's just because it's me. But,
yeah.
Okay, but
yeah. True, because I've dated some girls where I'm like, no, bitch, you not getting away with nothing. Okay.
So what have you in the past, like, let's just put our situation out there.
Yeah.
What have you in the past got away with that you wouldn't let a man get away with?
That you've gotten away with that I wouldn't let him.
Quote unquote get away with.
Like, I wouldn't feel any type of way because I know how you are and I know how our communication is. Like, I wouldn't feel a type of way if you were to like be cool with some like an ex or like so like say if like an ex like hit you just on some like, oh hey, like how are you, like what's been going like, you know, if you guys were to have like a quick little catch up, like I wouldn't.
Can I go hang out with them?
I mean, I don't really feel like that's necessary.
What if we want to be friends?
Maybe it just
like
depends on
which. Sure.
Maybe it just depends on which one. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, fair.
But I don't really feel like you would even want, like, I don't feel like I have that issue. Like, I don't feel like you'd even, like, who would you want to go?
I can't, okay, so all of my exes, like, and this is personal experience, I don't have an issue with any of them. Like,
no.
All of my exes are super, well, this is what, I'm going to answer your question. All of my exes are super chill, super down to earth, super, like, we can have conversations. We're actually friends. Like, we can actually be friends. Not that we're actually friends right now, but.
Besides maybe one.
Who? Speak it. Please. Go ahead, say it.
Bleep the name.
Yeah. No, I feel like I can be friends with her. I genuinely feel like her and I like are at a place where, or damn, I feel like she gets the point as far as like, I don't know if respectful is the word, but very, that's your girlfriend, I'm gonna let that be. When we did have conversations, it was very much like, so how are you doing? How's your roommate? How's your family? You know what I mean? Like, it was very like, not even surface level, because you don't talk to people about their family and it's surface level, but very like friendship, you know? It wasn't like I was trying to get at her and it wasn't like she was trying to get at me. Get in between you and I, she wasn't trying to sabotage. Like, she very well knew what it was and that boundary. Honestly, like, if you ask me, I really truly think that her and I could be friends. Like, yeah, we could go chill, we can go to brunch. Like, I do think that. I really do. I don't think we would have an issue.
Would you have an issue if I went to brunch with one of my exes?
Yes.
So how come you can and I can't?
Because I don't trust them.
I don't trust her.
Okay, well, I wouldn't do it. I'm not saying I would do it. I'm just telling you from my perspective. If you don't want me to do it, I ain't gonna do it. But I'm telling you from my perspective what I think her intentions are and what my intentions are.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Because honestly, I wouldn't trust any of my exes either. Yeah.
No,
yeah. Any hoo-ha. Reeling it back in. So,
like
but also to even me just like having that conversation, like, I'm sorry, but like if I'm dating a dude,
that's the double standard.
Like, yeah, it's a double standard because it's like I don't even want to hear. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. And maybe it's because I'm just so triggered from like my past when it comes to that. Like I'm 1000% super triggered.
Yeah, because I can pick and choose all the men that I've dated who I would let go. No, fuck no. No, fuck no. Now that I'm thinking about it.
No. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not even a thought in your head. But I do feel like, say, I'd have to look back. But say I did
go down the roster.
Look back at my roster. But like, say I did have an ex where I'm like, no, honestly, like we're really just homies. Like I feel like you would be you'd be like, okay, like you know what I mean? Like
if I had it,
and I do have like 2 exes that I dated like. Yeah. Now it's 10 plus years ago. You know what I mean? That like it's like we dated back then, but it's not, you know. So
and I have those people that I'm like, we should have never dated.
We should have never dated.
What the fuck are we doing?
We should have never dated. We should have just stayed super close and like, you know, whatever. So I feel like if I came to you and I was like, hey, promise, swear to God, like they're not on no weird shit. You know, a lot of my exes would be on weird shit probably, but. You know, but yeah, if a dude were to come to me and be like, no, I ain't nowhere, I'd be like, no. Like, it's still, no. Don't care.
I feel like for me, I can like, with you, it would have to depend on which ex is coming. All the girls, no.
All the girls?
All the girls. I wouldn't trust any of the girls. Girls are just weird like that. They be dating your bitches. They be dating your friend's friend, and then your cousin, and then they come back and date you. Like, it's just, girls are weird like that.
Damn, sorry, ex-girlfriends. We can't be friends no more. You heard that?
Don't trust none of that shit.
Yeah.
And then, I might also
dudes, too, it's like, do you trust them? No, because a lot of dudes also, too, it depends. It depends. But I'll say a lot of dudes that not a lot, because I haven't dealt with a lot of dudes, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Spill it.
A few at least of the ones that I've dealt with, like I don't feel like they take girls being bi serious. Like I feel like they take it as that's you're cute. Just like that's cute or that's hot or whatever. Like that's like for right now, but like you're not really gonna be. You know what I mean?
I would trust some of my exes more than I would trust some of the guys that I never gave a chance but are still like have always wanted a chance.
Absolutely, because they're always still going to try and court you and figure it out, you know? Okay, so exes, that's one thing that's a double standard.
For sure.
I would say like sharing locations, but I'm like, no. Like I did that I've done that with, yeah. Okay,
but do you ask for a man's location or do you just wait to get it?
I feel like naturally it's just came up in conversation, like
okay,
and then you share the location, and then it just like you know, and you just have it forever.
All right, I don't think I would ever ask a man for his location. I'm like, if you,
but I don't even think we asked. I think it just kind of like I don't know. I feel like you have a conversation about something, and then it's like, oh, I don't know. How do you start? Honestly. How do you start sharing locations with people? Because I don't feel like I've ever... Did I ask you to share your location?
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
You might have.
No. No way, Jose.
So you have your location.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? With your partner.
Yeah.
It's established.
Yeah.
When the location comes off. Is that an indication of a change?
Yes, it can be. Like you completely cut off the location.
Like we have locations established, they're on forever, and then suddenly your location's off.
Well, yeah, I mean, it kind of just depends on like.
Does it say in your message such and such has stopped sharing location with you, or is it
Morgan? Or is it just? To you?
It's happening to him.
Or is it just saying no location found?
No location found.
No location found
means they didn't stop sharing. It means they went to their location and they shut it off, so nobody can see it.
Yeah, see it. That's intentional.
Yeah, it's intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably want to go investigate that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you probably want to ask.
Awkward.
Because that is intentional.
Yeah, but if that randomly happens throughout, I feel like honestly, like, not that you have to take the locations with a grain of salt, but sometimes shit gets spotty, you know, or if they're on vacation, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't necessarily take that.
Is it necessary to have your person's location?
I think it's important just for safety purposes, or like it depends on how deep you are into the relationship. If you're 2 or 3 years in deep, you wouldn't want to have your person's location.
I think now because it's such a thing, you know what I mean? I feel like before, I would have.
Before they didn't even have cell phones to text each other throughout the day talking about.
Well, I'm not saying that far back. I'm not saying back in the day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That is the thing.
Yeah, but
I mean, like even with that it's evolved. You know, to be able to text and have conversations throughout the day and not be physically together builds a relationship too. You know, and being able to FaceTime, being able to call. Yeah. Versus back then when they had to wait till they got off of work and then they would spend, you know, maybe a couple hours together and then maybe they had to go home or whatever, you know.
I feel like if I was dating somebody that wasn't really into the location thing, I wouldn't take offense to it. But if
are guys into the location thing?
I don't know. I don't know. I need more guy friends.
Yeah, same.
I feel like
I'm like, do y'all save?
I only hang out with lesbians these days.
Right.
Yeah.
We need to expand out because it's not. I love everybody.
I love my lesbian friends, but it's just like, but I really don't know what's going on the other side of the world. Like, I genuinely don't. I don't know.
Can you help us?
Yeah. I'm like, fuck.
I'm like, does Jordan have locations? Like, people's locations?
Niggas don't like to be seen. No.
That's what I'm
Yeah, like, I don't know. But if you are... Oh, I got this person location and my friend, let me look at locations, and you're always looking at, you know, you're always interacting with the Find My Friends, but then we don't have each other's location, then I'm looking like, but if you're not really into it, then I'm just kind of like, oh, like, you know,
care.
I don't really, like, if you weren't into locations and like never had anybody's location or whatever, I wouldn't think that was weird if we didn't share location. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's not really a double standard because that's like
it just depends on the person.
Depends on the person.
Yeah.
But exes, I definitely feel like is a double standard. Locations, no. What's something else about relationships that that could be a double standard?
For me, and this might just be like the little old school me, I don't know. If my person went out with their friends, cool. But if they're getting home like at 5, 4 in the morning, and it's a guy, I think I would freak out a little bit. Then
a little bit more than you do now.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
But think about it, you're a woman, like out in the fucking world where it's already fucking like disastrous. That's scary in general, right? Mm-hmm. And now if you're a guy, I just don't trust you. What are you doing until 4 or 5 in the morning with your homies? What? And I don't have your location?
She said, this relationship is not going well.
I'm breaking up with you.
You're breaking up with you?
That is just crazy to me, you know? Yeah. Like, Talon's very good about keeping...
I'll keep tabs if I'm out late.
Oh, yeah. I'm not worried about you doing nothing with nobody else.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not worried.
You know, if I'm out till 4 in the morning, it's like, this girl is chatty motherfucking catty.
She already likes to talk. Yeah.
Bring your ass home,
yeah,
girl.
It's time to cut. It's 4.
Yeah.
You want to cut?
Yeah.
Damn.
But, yeah, it's like with dudes, it's like, what are you like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, y'all don't talk for, like, I mean,
what are y'all talking about? I let that slide for me.
Okay.
Especially if we're living together.
Okay. This will be a good one to maybe wrap it up on.
Okay. Let me get my microphone. So I can speak on this.
Let me get my microphone up. Okay, so what do you feel about like splitsies and bills and dates and
money
like
is a whole different topic. We can go on this one for a while. I grew up very like my dad paid for everything. He's super like man's man, very like I'm gonna take care of you, blah blah. I never, even to this day, like I don't have to worry about shit when I go with my family. But ironically, I don't feel that way with men, and I feel like when I was really dating men heavy, it was like at a time where we were both trying to get it. So I'm not gonna make you pay, you know, nothing that I wouldn't pay for personally. I just wouldn't. Nowadays, maybe that might change a little bit, but I still don't feel like, I don't know. I feel like if I can't, and this just might be like the masculine energy in me, I feel like if I can't cover the rent for us both, I'm not going to ask you to do it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to ask you to ever do something that I couldn't do. Now, if you're a man's man and you want to come in and you want to do that, I'm going to let you. I'm not going to take that from you. But I'm not going to ask you to do it. That's just where I'm at. Like, and I think I would forever be like that. I don't know.
She's such a good person, guys.
Yeah, and I feel like obviously with a woman, everything's 50-50. Like what makes, you know what I mean? Like even if you had $1 million in the bank account, I would never ask you to pay what I wouldn't pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a great answer, babe.
What about you?
Well, maybe we should just leave it on your answer.
No, come on, talk about it.
I don't know. I just feel like
I feel like you had a different experience, so that's why your answer is different.
Yeah, and maybe I also have been in the position where I went 50-50 with a guy, or 90-10, or 80-20.
Who's the 90-10? Who's the 80-20 though?
Me 90.
Me 80.
Me 80. Me 70. Me 60. Me 50. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
you've never been the other end where you've been paid for?
No, for sure, but not in like a relationship, you know, just in like dating or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, dating, yes. I'm talking about when I say what I say as far as like, well, no, because even, I don't know. I get what you're saying.
You know what
but dating, yes, like off the rip, yeah. I would expect a man just to, you know, see how you coming, but
court me a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Just a little bit, not too
much.
But
also too, I would feel that way with women too. Like I need you to court me still, you know? But
you know what's so crazy about that? I feel like I'm more masculine, but every girl that I've been with, every single one has always been the one that's like, oh, let me take you here. Let me buy you this. I'll pay for this. The only thing I've ever had to do was drive. Because none of these bitches like to drive. I don't know what it is, but I've always fucking driven. But they will pay for everything. Like, I don't think I've ever, like, really spent on a woman like that. Like, I've never had to. It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But also women are more, like, nurturing and, like, you know what I mean? Like, they want to, like...
So why is that energy not met when it's a man?
It is, but
in different ways.
In different ways, you know? It's like you stress me out, so you provide at least a less stress in this way, like monetarily, and I will continue to like be like the nurturing, the loving, the whatever, you know?
Okay.
So I don't know. Honestly, we might have to do a part 2 of this conversation because it my answer is too long, but long story short, I feel like
she want to get taken care of
from a male. Yeah. Yeah. I just would.
Just
yeah.
say it.
Yeah. I would because I just feel like you're already gonna put me through so much other bullshit. Like, you know, I just already don't trust you, and like this could be this might be my trauma. You know what I'm saying?
This is definitely trauma.
This is my trauma.
You'd have to go to therapy.
I would, if I ever were to be straight again, I would have to go to therapy. If we were to ever break up, I would have to go to therapy if I wanted to date again, for sure.
Okay,
that would never happen, but
God forbid.
That would never happen, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because I do feel like that. I feel like, just kind of like tainted maybe and scarred from my last situation. So I'm just like, but with women, I don't know. Yeah, I've never really felt like you have to take care of me. I just kind of feel like we have to take care of each other, which that's wrong for me not to feel that way about a man, because it's like you guys should be anybody that you're in a relationship with. It doesn't matter the gender role. It doesn't matter anything. You guys should be taking care of each other in a relationship. Like it shouldn't be one person is doing majority of the work, whether it comes monetarily, you know, whatever, and the other person shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Like you guys should be equal. Be working 50-50 together to make the shit work. But I don't know. I guess I've just had a little easier experience doing the 50-50 with women. Maybe they've allowed me a more safe space to be open to like, oh, we're like on a team, we're doing this together, versus like you should be doing this and I should be doing this, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely think it's the experience. Yeah. And I've just had different experiences.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps it up.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm tired
Good
now.
Talk.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Good talk.
Good job.
It took us a while to get here. She had tummy issues. It was really hard to get out of bed. But we made it, you know? And
we made it. We're here. We'll be back with another
That's a wrap.
one. We'll
Honey, I'm Home podcast.
With another one. We'll be back
Morgan.
with another one. We'll be back with another one.
Hey. The crowd world hit Morgan. Good job, y'all.